from Group 3 would like to present about the functional study of the central nervous system for farm animal husbandry by Hello, my name is Irdina Afiqah binti Sabri, matric number F22B0078. We present about the introduction for this presentation. So what we can learn from this video presentation? In this video presentation, we'll see how these movements are controlled and coordinated in farm animal husbandry based on the article from Toshiyuki Saito, a researcher from the National Institute of Agrobiological Science in Japan. So, in this article, we can see the sensory organs are the first sites to gain environmental information. The behavior of the animals is output as a result of changes in the integrated neuronal systems and is largely influenced by the external environment. Therefore, it is necessary to know how does farm animals catch and as mentioned before, there is an approach and findings related to sensing and recognition ability, behaviors and influence of stress on the central regulatory. So firstly, we go to sensing and recognition ability, which is learning and memorizing processes in the brain called. And then we go to behavior. The rewarding of aversive response are reflected in the functional changes of the midbrain, which is known to cause the emotional. Okay, last but not least, the influence of stress. So the behavior is often a good index by which to know whether the animals have become stressed or not. So in the conclusion, this study was carried out to understand farm animals' perception and respond to environmental stimuli. As behavioral, they are taught to categorize whether sensory stimuli are positive, which is rewarding, or negative, aversive. Thus, the study of this mechanism provides us the possible criteria by which to determine the
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Harith Mohd bin Azmi. My matrix number is F22B0201. Okay, for my part sensation, behind me have a cow. Okay, for the sensation, sensation is the activation of sensory receptor cells that pick up signals from the environment and transmit them to the body through the neurological or we call nervous system. Okay, the conditioning test that used to examine ability of or through for sensation to the stimuli. Okay, for the part reception, okay, the cerebral processing of sensory stimuli into a meaningful pattern is called reception or receptor. That is for reception. Okay, for the receptors, is the cell or structures that perceive sensation are known as receptors. Okay, for the taste, test experiment was implemented by providing the conditioning and an injection of lithium chloride together to the animals. Okay, once the animals that the training are lithium in combination, they reject some type of the test for a long time. Okay, for a long time they reject the test. Okay, the last is the condition test version is used for training cattle in the field to not eat toxic grass. Okay, cow what it eat? The cow behind me usually eat good grass, fresh grass, not the toxic grass. Okay, okay.
Hello, it's me again, Irdina Afiqah binti Sabri. So I will continue to present about the vision. Okay, what is vision? Vision is an ability to see something using our own eyes. Okay, we got eyes. The same goes to okay. So about the vision acuity, I will talk about a bit about the red horse and bull, and then the relationship between. Let's see. This is a red hosting bull. Okay. And yes, by the Ray Camper and Gorich, 1998, reported that bulls can identify a white center as small as 1 centimeter. What is the relationship between the bull and the red color? As we can see the background video, we usually misunderstood that we can attract them with using the red color clothes. But the truth is, their vision is very similar to the vision of a human with red cone color blindness, known as protanopia. Okay, the color red does not make bulls angry at all. In fact, bulls are partially colorblind compared to healthy humans, so they cannot see red. According to the book Improving Animal Welfare by the Temple Grandin, cattle lack the red retina receptor and can only see yellow, green, blue, and violet colors only. Okay. The color vision in the mammals is accomplished by a collection of cone cells. We go to the sheep eye. Very unique eye. Okay. Also, for information, in 1991, Kendrick conducted a study in sheep about their ability to visually recognize human. Okay, so can they recognize us? Okay, actually, the cell activity in the temporal cortex of sheep. Okay. Lastly, from me, okay, the relationship of horns of sheep and goats. So the truth is, for your information, the truth is, sheep and goats' horns are the most important part for their body lah.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Arif Danial. The number 6 of group this member. And for my point is hearing. So for hearing, the auditory nerve runs from the cochlea to station in the brainstem, so known as nucleus. From that station, neural impulses travel to the brain in cattle and goats. The hearing modality was examined by charging the position of the sound source. This finding indicates that the cattle and goats are less sensitive to the change of the sound source than humans and dogs. Neuroendocrinological studies and stress-induced behavioral changes. So, amygdala as a focal region for medication of biological responses to stressor. When animals are exposed to stressful, frightful, or aversive stimuli, the amygdala plays a key role in the expression of autonomic, neuroendocrinological, and behavioral changes. Amygdaloid complex surprises stress-induced reaction, and that the central amygdaloid nuclei are a component of the neuronal circuit which function in controlling anxiety. The plasticity underlying memory storage for full conditioning is most likely to be found in the lateral amygdala. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, for my part, autonomic nervous system is a part of the peripheral nervous system (PNS) that branch from central nervous system. The PNS is divided into two systems: the somatic nervous system and the autonomous nervous system. However, today I'm going to talk about the latter one, which is the autonomic nervous system. This system provides unconscious control over visceral functions, which is the motor system that controls involuntary functions mediated by the activity of small muscle fibers, cardiac muscle fibers, and glands. The autonomic nervous system controls the mostly involuntary internal processes in the body, such as heartbeats and digestion. The autonomic nervous system has two systems that were opposite of homeostasis: the sympathetic system and the parasympathetic system. For the sympathetic system, it automatically stimulates the body when an action is required. This system also required and responsible for the fight, flight, and fright response that triggers an adrenaline rush to quickly energize the body to help it escape the danger. The sympathetic system functions to accelerate the heart rate so that the blood flows faster through the blood vessels and release sugar from the liver's glycogen stores into the blood so that the cells can immediately use fuel. Finally, the other system, which is the parasympathetic system. This system does the opposite to the sympathetic system, as it maintains the normal function of the relaxed body. The parasympathetic system stimulates routine functions such as the secretion of digestive enzymes or saliva. The system also slows down the heart rate when the fight or flight response is no longer required and resets the function of the animal body to normal. That's all from me. The next part will be continued by my friend. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amalina Raihana binti Said. My matrix number is F22B0031. I will be presenting about the central regulation and stress-induced behavior. The central role of corticotropin-releasing hormone, or known as CRH, in stress response. CRH is a key hormone integrating the stress response in the central system. Stress response by acting on the LC neurons, the adrenal medulla, and the peripheral sympathetic nervous system. ICV impact enhance locomotion, anxiety, vocalization, and reduce food intake. ICV, known as intracerebroventricular, increase locomotor activities, anxiety behavior, vocalization, as well as reducing food intake. Effect of forcing CRH on forcing behavior, uncontrollable behavior, locomotion, and activity-related sicknesses. In 1997, Salah Johnson investigated the effect of forcing CRH effectively, making them uncontrollable in behavior, such as walking, standing, licking, and routine activity-related sicknesses. Lack of behavioral response to cortisol in swine and cattle. Cortisol is not effective on animals like swine and cattle. There is no change in behavior at all. Stress-induced cortisol secretion in outbreak and Frisian cattle. An investigation by Boise L. Neandre, 1997, on outbreak and Frisian cattle shows that the more the animal stress, the higher the secretion of cortisol hormone production. In barren hospice, effect of chronic stress on hippocampal neuronal activity. Even though there are no different salivary cortisol levels observed, an impaired long-term memory was found in barren house swine using the MES test. Chronic stress may attenuate some of neuronal activity in the hippocampus, research done by D. Jong 2000.
Hi, my name is Thagarajan and my matric card number is F22B0162. Now, I'm here to talk about animal stereotactic approaches in the brain of farm animals. Now, let's see what is stereotactic. A stereotactic surgery is minimally invasive form of surgical intervention that make use of three-dimensional coordinate system to locate small targets inside the body and to perform on them some actions such as ablation, biopsy, lesion, injection, stimulation, implantation, and radiosurgery. The purpose of the stereotactic is surgery is often used to locate lesion in the brain and to deliver radiation therapy. What is stereotactic technique? A procedure that uses special equipment and imaging techniques to find an abnormal area in the brain, breast, lung, or liver and help guide the removal of a tissue sample from that area. Okay, let's see the stereotactic technique that used for chicken. Preparation of stereotactic atlas of the brain of the 3-day-old domestic chicken was by the widespread use of chicks in behavioral and pharmacological research. The atlas is comprised of 26 frontal plates extending from the frontal pole to the level of the hypoglossal nucleus and one sagittal plate at lateral 0.4 mm. Marking lesions were used to ascertain coordinates. The brains were embedded in albumin and sections cut at 36 mm. The brain sections were stained with crystal violet for nuclei and with hemotoxin for fibers. unstained brain sections were used as. Now let's see for the cow how the stereotaxic were applied. For cow, three-dimensional position of the nerve centers of the hypothalamus of the cow. Studies were made on 12 brains of Frisian cattle cows weighing from 320 to 350 kg. The whole length of examined animals' skulls was on an average 51 cm. The following stereotaxic zero planes were taken. 1. A horizontal plane joining an interradical line and upper edges of eye sockets. In the conclusion, the stereotaxic surgeries provided the ability to target specific brain region for observation or manipulation. Following a surgery, it is possible to measure the neutral activity and neurochemistry of a small population of cells, as well as to manipulate activity to determine the role of these cells in physiology and behavior. The technique described in this chapter greatly aid to study of a behavior as well as the study of individual neurons and neural circuits. These techniques are also complemented by in vitro.